team. Another speed build coming at you today. So I have two characters. One is an Elder Sim, Albert Crookshanks. I don't know. I just hit random names until one felt right. And his character a little bit is based off of Indiana Jones. I just watched Temple of Doom pretty recently, so I built a character kind of based around that. And I tried to make his outfits similar to ones you'd see in the film, and it was just fun. And I have him living with his granddaughter. And one thing I found very obnoxious, and maybe I just am doing something wrong, but I was in Create a Sim, and so I made an elder, and I made a kid, and they could be brother or father, but it couldn't be grandfather, and I thought that was so silly. And I just feel like the sim should have a way that you can join people better, and I really think that would add depth to like legacy gameplays and such. So I was a little flustered with that one, and I'll figure out a way to do it, you know, just be a little bit more complicated, but that's okay. I mean, I guess technically I didn't create a parent, so be a little, I guess the grandparent wouldn't have had a kid. So I mean, I get it, but at the same time, you know, let's be neat if they had the family tree and it was a little more fill in the blank. I think that would be pretty cool. And so what I tried to do here in this house, in this build, is I was originally going to make it more of like a trailer, more of like a little bit nomadic, where you might be like doing a dig site and you would have a trailer you would live in. So it wouldn't be the most grandiose thing, but it would get the job done. And I didn't end up building a trailer, but I tried to keep that minimal, like nomadic ways. So when I furnish, I try to keep that in mind. I end up changing the house like 11 times, but I think it turned out okay. And roofing is never my forte, but we'll get there. Sorry, my dog's wandering around and I just got distracted. But I wanted to keep the house pretty plain. And just looking at some of the new items, so kind of cycle through a bunch of stuff. But I wanted the kind of the backstory to be that, you know, Indiana Albert Crookshanks was trying to settle down a little bit more, and he has his granddaughter, and you know, they're just trying to make a life, and I think his daughter is a little more adventurous and wants to get some worldly knowledge, and you know, really revels in her grandfather's stories, kind of a thing. And I know it's similar to Indiana Jones. It's not the same because I know he had a grandson, and there's aliens, but I just didn't appreciate that. And sorry if I just ruined the whole series for you, but they ruined it for me, so I'm sorry. But I guess they're coming out with another one. I'm hoping it's really good. I'm hoping it's not aliens. Again. I don't want to see the last one again, but I feel like I should watch it because the first time I think I was so distraught that it was aliens. I don't even know. But anywho, so we went with the granddaughter. And I tried to make her room a little bit more fun because I feel like even though most of the house is pretty plain, that he would probably try to doll up her room. You know, make it cozy for her and all that. So. And I end up changing things so many times. I get rid of that dining room table, I change the bathroom shape a billion times, but I do like that tile wallpaper combo, and I'm probably going to use that in pretty much every build I do. It's just me, it's just my personal taste. I just really like it. So I wanted the grandfather's bedroom to be very scholarly, but also like somebody getting, but also somebody looking for adventure. So there's a lot of you know, books and things, but I think there's like that paperwork and you know, it's going through all of the documents and cross-referencing things and seeing where the adventure is and trying to determine all of that. And you know how I feel about paperwork. I put paper in every one of my builds because I feel like it consumes my life. So I feel like it should consume my Sims. I just think it adds to the realism. And I thought, not that she's not a tomboy, but I think she's more curious, so I went with like frogs and stuff. And, like she likes to research things, she likes to examine things, and ask a lot of questions. So, try to convey that in the things that I put in the room. I don't know what I was thinking here, or if I got interrupted. It's very possible that I got interrupted. Yep, because it looks like I clocked out. And then I came back to it. So I try to size things up and down and change them and whatnot. And that panda was giving me such problems. It would not let me lift it up or down until I did the bed, and so just a weird little thing. I just kind of cycle through a lot of stuff. And so then I try to add artifacts that maybe were brought up on a dig, you know, and the grandfather's holding on to them, and maybe some of them were gifts, but I feel like he would cycle back to the belonging either where it was or in a museum. So, and then I changed pretty much everything. Oh golly. And sometimes I forget all of the items or I'm looking for something in particular and I cannot find it. So, can't forget the TP. And yeah, I have little issues with the living room, dining room, because I wanted to make the house as small as I could without trying to make it cramped, and I was going for small, but it wasn't a necessity. I wanted it to be small but also feel right. So trying to add some landscaping. I never quite do that right. I just always feel like I either do too much or too little, or things don't go together, but it's whatever you like, right? So to each their own. Shift the windows around, and then porch added to the tile count. I just wasn't having it, so. And I really like that frog. I just think it looks cute, kind of hidden in the grass. So, just felt right. Felt silly and fun. But, like, everything in here I tried to keep pretty minimal. But I tried to keep pulling things in tighter and tighter. Yeah, and I felt like he needed some kind of, you know, archaeologist tools. So I scooched his room out a little bit. So, add some paperwork. Just a little bit of cute decor and things like that. And I add shelves and you know, wanted to put stuff on there. But yeah, I really like the glass cabinets. I feel like a lot of the items you would have would eventually make their way to behind glass and everything. And then I just had like an industrial rack, figured all of his gear, campfire out back, you know, teach his granddaughter how to, you know, hold her own, how to prep meals and start a fire, all that kind of stuff. Just wanted some pretty simple decor, but different but unique things. So, oh my goodness, I'm sorry. Adding some roof trim. Kept getting distracted by my dog. Roof trim, go in, check to make sure everything's functional, see what's going on, and then, you know, just do a little bit of play testing. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. So just do a little bit of a walkthrough. And then I end up going back and adding stuff, so you know, you come right in, the kitchen's right in your face. Bam! Bedroom. See, and the granddaughter's already sneaking her grandfather's books and just trying to learn all she can. And then I figured frame some of his old digging tools, you know, just from his past. Bathroom. Nothing fancy. And then we head into the daughter's bedroom. And I end up changing more. I end up adding stuff. Just shifting things around. And you can see that hammer. It's custom content. It's from the IKEA stuff pack that was created. So that was pretty neat. Then I saw this case, and I was just like, bam, that's perfect. It is so perfect for all of the things that he builds up in the digs. It was just perfect. And now that I'm thinking about it, I'm thinking I could take that case and use fossils. I should make like Dr. Alan Grant. Maybe we'll have to do a Jurassic Park build, because I just think that would be really fun. Yeah, that might be, that's gonna happen. So another quick speed walkthrough. So another quick little walkthrough, just to see some of the changes that I did. Nothing too major, mostly just decor and a little bit of shifting around. So nothing fancy. No, didn't change anything here. I threw that, you know, storage in the bathroom. I just added a couple little things in the daughter's room, so that was really it. So thanks so much for watching, and we'll talk soon!